Hello, friends, and welcome to another Modern League. Today we're going to be returning to Red Deck Wins. This is a deck that another Moto user, MHayashi, has been putting a ton of work into. And yeah, so I decided that after all the good work that MHayashi has put into developing this deck, I'm going to try out their list card for card. Now, there were a couple of things that kind of stood out to me in looking at this list, and I'm wondering if these are going to be the things that are still standing out to me after I've finished playing a league or two. The first one was that Soul Guide Lantern here is in the main. This is going to allow you to search for it with Urza Saga in order to potentially get the drop on some graveyard decks, and it also draws a card, or rather it can draw a card rather than exiling an opponent's graveyard, which means we can put it into the graveyard to get an artifact in there for Dragon Rage Channeler, and it's not, like sitting there like a dead card. One of the first things that I thought about when I saw this would be how cool would Bomat Courier be in that slot, giving us another creature to attack with and another card that potentially draws cards. So I might want to try that at some point and, see how that runs. And then also something that MHayashi mentioned was that we're playing Blood Moon in the sideboard in an Urza Saga deck, and this is a pretty big non-bow, but fortunately we have 4 Blast Zone, so we're going to be able to just, like 4 for 4 switch Blast Zone for Urza Saga, and then we can bring Blood Moon in after we've made that exchange. Otherwise, we've got Pithing Needle and Shadowspear, which are really good Urza Saga targets depending on what kind of matchup we're facing, and then we're also running 4 Pillage. Wild. But yeah, it gets rid of problematic artifacts and lands, so yeah, we'll see when that comes in handy. I'm pretty excited to give this a try, so let's hop into the queue and see how it drives. This looks like a keep to me. Fortunate. Oh well, I suppose we get to kill the red and 6, so that's a trade we can take. I find that I might be a little bit too eager to play Ragavan turn 1. Another Ren and 6, wow. I guess we're just making constructs. Ooh, this is definitely hurting the mana. Now they can tick down the Ren and 6, kill the construct. I'm left with very few resources here. Mountain would be a really good draw, then we could kill this red in 6. Alright, take it. Prismatic Ending on the Chandra. Chandra down. Draw Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, let's make a mana. Kind of thinking about playing another Chandra here. Although we could activate the Urza Saga. And then we would have a 3/3. I guess we would only have a 2/2 because we couldn't play the Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, so opponent has dealt with both of our Urza Saga, dealt with our early Ragavan. Seems like they've had all the answers, and now I'm really stuck with nothing. Let's get rid of that counterspell out of their graveyard. Thinking I'm probably supposed to draw a card here so that we can try and get a land. Now, opponent has had a lot of basics here, so I'm going to want to bring in Blood Moon because they're a big color deck, but they seem to be able to get by pretty well with these basics. So yeah, we're going to be taking out the Urza Saga, bringing in the Blood Moons, taking out the Soul Guide Lanterns. I don't think we need to bring in Pillage. Maybe we were supposed to leave up red mana so we could block here and then Spellbomb to kill the Omnath. Interesting. Here comes Solitude. We can use the Spellbomb to kill that. We need a land. This one comes into play tapped. Oh my. Force of negation on the light up the stage. Opponent really does have it all. Don't think there's any coming back from this. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so we take out the Urza Sagas. Don't need the Soul Guide Lanterns. Bring in Pithing Needle, Blast Zone, Blood Moon. Getting rid of a Spellbomb puts us to 60. I think it's better to have the Pithing Needle, even though we don't have Saga anymore to search it out. Being able to put this down on turn 2 to deal with a Ren and 6 could be pretty important. These Pillage might be really good. Hey, Titan Rising, thanks a lot for the sub. Thank you for the support, and enjoy the emotes. I made them myself. Oh yeah, and new change to the Twitch channel. Enjoy access to the VODs. Since I put out since I re-released my content onto YouTube, being able to sub is going to give you early access to any of the videos you like to watch. I did submit. Okay. I can take pretty long sideboarding sometimes. Sometimes, yeah, it goes down to like the single digit 6 seconds. Oh, what card to put back in? Anything, submit. Oh, wow. All the way to 0. Opponent might still have the initial 81 cards. That's interesting. All right. Let's do it. Magic, I mean. All right, what do we got? We might have to practice a bit of patience here. Just from the way that sideboarding went, where the clock ticked all the way down, opponent might have had something else occupy their attention. Hey, fantastic! Well, really glad to have you here live, and thank you very much for checking out my Pauper content. It is my favorite format and the reason that I'm back playing Magic. And yeah, Yawgmoth is my favorite modern deck that we can play, so we're definitely enjoying some of the same stuff. That's cool, cool, cool. This hand, however, I'm not as interested in. We don't really have anything to be doing early turns. I mean, we've just got a ton of Blast Zone. So I think I want to mulligan this and try and find something better. I'm actually more interested in this hand than the last one, even though we have a one land hand. We have, early Darcy, Seal of Fire to get, some cards into the graveyard, and if we find land on top, we're laughing. So yeah, I'm going to keep this, and I'm thinking, like, I'm getting rid of one of these two cards, that's guaranteed. All right, let's go. Land on top would be nice. Not that lucky. Thinking I'll probably just play another Darcy here. Hello, hello. Is it Wrenn and 6? Let me see Wrenn and 6. Yup, no surprise. Oh, there's the land we were looking for. So yeah, I'm thinking probably just go ahead and play land fetch and then use Seal of Fire. Kill Wrenn and 6. Because that's 1, 2, 3. So we're just missing instant or artifact or sorcery. I'm also wondering if I should add a one of Steam Vents to this list. Because we're playing fetch lands, so having a Steam Vents with Ragavan could be helpful. Actually, Black Sack is one of my top Pauper picks. Which is a little bit weird to say, but it is what it is. Actually, I want to keep this one. It's just like really enjoyable to play. I like the pace that it plays at. All right, let's get this Darcy running. But otherwise, some of my top picks would be the new Jund Metalcraft, or mostly Rakdos, has been a really interesting list. Slivers has surprised me greatly. All right. Make a token, draw some cards. If you're interested in some of the more meta picks, Mono Blue Fairies has been pretty cool. And I'm always looking at Burn. They're down to 6. I'm expecting to see a counter spell for this. Yeah, Force of Negation. Alright, we don't have anything else to do, so pass. I should have put Obosh to hand there, I think. Then again, this is giving us access to the Unholy Heat if they try and land a money card here. Oh yeah, the Boros deck is incredible. Boros Bully is one of the better Pauper decks, guaranteed. And yeah, Affinity is the top deck right now. Always a good option. So I'm expecting to see a Solitude here. We'll be able to answer that with Unholy Heat. They won't gain any life. They'll still take 1 from the Elemental, go to 4, and then we can play Seal of Fire, which puts them to 2. Although I'm not actually going to use the Seal of Fire yet. I'm just going to put it out onto the table. And we can use it at a later time if there's a more priority target, like Solitude has to go. We can't let them gain life. But fortunately, we currently have Unholy Heat to be able to answer that. That's a bit of a pain. They can take down, kill our creature. So we'll probably end up hitting that with Seal of Fire. Oh, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We have Unholy Heat to take care of it. Maybe I should just do that now. Okay, 1 more mana, and we can Pyromancer. Let's put Obosh into hand. And remember, we have them at 2. Huh. I think they just skipped their turn. Hmm. Hey, well, thanks a lot for coming by. Thank you for the support. And I'll catch you around. Have a good day. Need to be specific when talking to the shuffler. You're right, handsome. We've seen that many times. You have to ask for exactly what you're looking for. You can't just say land, because it will give you a Den of the Bugbear or, you know, some come into play tap nonsense. Oh, fire to kill both of my creatures. Yep, that'll work. It's so cool that Fire and Ice is a card. Hey, let's dash. Counterspell. Alright, we got nothing then. Opponent doesn't exactly have a lot either, but their card quality is very high. I do like that they're going down to 3 here, so we just need 1 more point, and Seal of Fire can finish it. Alright, if we can resolve Obosh, I think we win. Obosh still has to be in play while this is happening. So maybe we just cast Obosh and pray. Aether Gust. I guess we'll put it on top. Yeah, exactly. Cast and wait. If they try and take Obosh off the board, Seal of Fire, then... I mean, Blood Moon would have also been an option there. I don't know if they would have had to have Aether Gust that, but, you know, being able to nullify 3 of their lands probably would have been good. But it kind of looks like we're priced into recasting Obosh. Okay. If that returns the Seal of Fire, that's what I thought might happen. Now we're not going to have the mana to do both. So I'm going to cast the Blood Moon. Cut off a bunch of their blue mana here. So stifles their mana production a little bit. Spreading Seas my land. Yuppers. I'm surprised they didn't do that to their own land. I would assume that hitting one of these would be better than turning one of my mountains into an island. They know what I have in hand, so it's not like they're preventing me from throwing a lightning bolt at them or something. Oh no, Prismatic Ending on Seal of Fire, no! So I can put them to 1, or I can kill Teferi. I'm gonna kill Teferi. I don't want them to be able to, like, pick up Spreading Seas, make me pick up Blood Moon, etc., etc. Alright, so they put Yorion into hand. We know one card they have. Let's cast the Obosh. Opponent's been working so hard. In order to stay in this game. Alright, well, they're still in it. Celestial Purge gets rid of Obosh. Here's Yorion, which blinks Spreading Seas, allowing them to draw a card. And if they're smart, they'll put Spreading Seas onto Flooded Strand. Same deal. Seasoned Pyro, yep. Let's do the thing. Make a critter, draw 2 cards. One of them is Pillage. So I guess we could get rid of a green source. Taking a white source could also be pretty good, but I'm thinking like the green source. Yeah, the white source for sure. They've got so much good white stuff. Kind of wish it was a kill though, you know? Still not too bad. We get to attack, put them to 2, they block Pyro, then we use the Pyromancer ability to create 2 tokens, and that'll be lethal on the next swing. This is assuming, of course, that the opponent has nothing, but, you know, we got Blood Moon down, so them having something is not exactly easy. I would like to, you know, draw some more spells, but we're drawing a lot of lands here. Turn 14. Damn, this has been a long game. Okay. Maybe they have what maybe they have Solitude. Yeah, Solitude evoke, get rid of the Pyromancer so we don't get the tokens. Seems good. Guess I leave the land in hand here as a bluff. Although I'm not quite sure what I would even be bluffing. Because, like, if this was Unholy Heat, I would have already cast it. If we're Lightning Bolt, I would have already cast it. Oh my god, those guys! Cheers. Ah, another Pyro. Oh, another counter spell. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have enough mana to activate yet. Opponent is clinging to life. Wow, and they even managed to cast an Omnath. Can't believe it. Gotta draw a Lightning Bolt now. Seal of Fire. I mean, that is a card that we can play. But, like, oh man, this is such a abysmal position where, you know, every time they draw a land, they're gaining 4 life. Please just have nothing. No, Renin 6. No. I think that's the end, my friends. Hold on. Cancel that. Let's Seal of Fire first. So light up the stage costs a single mana. And they have another counterspell. Whew, well, we fought hard, but they fought harder. GG's. They're gaining, like 4 life basically every turn. They've got so many lands in the graveyard where they're just able to gain 4 life, gain 4 life, gain 4 life, and continue to pressure us. Single land hand. We're on the play. Single land with Ragavan. I think I keep this and try and lean on Ragavan. Probably just a trap, actually. I should have mulled this. Opponent's mulliganing to 3? Wow. Feel a little bit better. Okay, they mull to 3 and concede. They should have at least, like, taken a minute to see what I was playing so they would know how to sideboard. Kind of wondering, you know, like, what's up here? Are they just gonna throw the whole match? Because, like, you could have gotten some information from me. If you figure you're guaranteed to lose the game, that's fine, you know, and it's frustrating, I understand that. But get the information for games 2 and 3. Find out what the opponent is playing so you know how to sideboard. You don't have to give up any information. As soon as, like, an opponent casts a Thoughtseize, then you concede. In any event, we have no idea how to sideboard here, so I'm just going to go back in with the same. I guess, like, we can assume that they're Tron. Might be a mistake. Geez, do I want to go as far as to bring in the Pillage? Zero land. Will mull. Alright, they're keeping 7. This is a keeper. What do we get rid of? Alright, so keeping Ragavan. Keeping Mountain. Kind of like Chandra on turn 2. Maybe we just get rid of Seal of Fire. Or we could get rid of one of the lands. It is Tron. Okay. So for game 3, if we go that far, we'll bring in Pillage. But yeah, I guess Tron because Tron mulligans. So while any deck can mulligan heavily, Tron is the one that is most likely to do so. Ooh, Worm Coil, that's scary. Alright, let's go turn 2 Chandra. Got rid of an Urza's Mine. Nice. It would have been better if this was Blood Moon, obviously, but we take what we got. Alright. Not bad for a turn 2. They're going to be able to blow that map, so we're looking at Worm Coil Engine. Let's start with combat. See what we pull off the top of their deck. Ooh, we get a Worm Coil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're actually like 1 mana off of casting Worm Coil here. But I'm actually thinking I want to go Seasoned Pyro here. So we could play land, play Bolt, play Pyro. Try to find some more direct damage to kill them before Wormcoil Engine tears this game apart. Maybe I was supposed to play the Blast Zone in case we get the... No, because these are 0, so Blast Zone can never kill the Wormcoil tokens. Alright, let's redraw. Okay. Still would have liked to have been able to play Wormcoil. That would have been cool. Alright, pass back. I guess, do we play the Spellbomb? No, I think we wait on it. Treasure will still be around next turn. Oh. Oh, that's worse. Bye-bye everything. I guess we still get to keep the treasure. Bolt. Problem with playing the Pyromancer is we miss out on these spells. Kind of interested in playing the Bolt. Like, I want to play the whole hand, obviously. We just don't have the resources to do that. Yeah, I mean, Face is the place. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. We'll put down the Spellbomb, and we can hit them for 2 with the Spellbomb, and then draw 2 more cards, and hope we find the last Lightning Bolt. We get 3 draws for it. Because once they get an attack in with Wormcoil, the game is over. Not going to be able to recover from them gaining 6 life every turn, obviously. Ooh, they are really just waiting on this Wormcoil. Come on, we know you're going to play it. Oh. Yeah, that's better. You're right, opponent. Why wait to gain 6 when you can just gain 5 right now? A little bit late. Don't have the card types for Unholy Heat to kill the Ugin. Think we're toast. Oh, geez. This is going to ultimate soon. Mark Nut, hello? Okay, that eliminates the treasure. I was starting to wonder if I was crazy, and this worm coil engine was just never going to come out. There it is. Yeehaw. We could prevent this from gaining life. I just wish I could play the Blood Moon, the Seal of Fire, and the Unholy Heat. I would actually be interested in doing that. Because we could Seal of Fire, put them to 6, Unholy Heat this in combat. So they don't gain the 6 life. And then what? And then nothing. Stupid Karn turning off my treasure. Yeah, I miscalculated that. I swore this said 3 card types, but after I put Seal of Fire down, it says 5. So I would have liked to have played the Blood Moon. Oh yeah, Walking Ballista just finishes it, huh? Well, I'm going to make you show it to me first. Some of the play patterns have been, you know, a little bit strange. Just, you know, like how long they waited on the Worm Coil engine, for example. Alright, let's bring in the Pillage. Take out the spell bombs. Bring in... No, I want all the spell bombs. And I want Pithing Needle. Take out Unholy Heat. Spell bombs might be better than Unholy Heat in the short term. Oh, we're all nuts here. Got a lot of lands. Early Darcy can light up into something. The hand isn't super exciting. Oh, we can't keep this one. Okay. Gonna need another a land though. Oh shit! Shouldn't have played the Den of the Bugbear. I guess it doesn't matter too much. If we got lands out of the light up the stage, this was gonna have to end up coming to play tapped. But yeah, that was a mistake. Let's see if we can find an untapped land here. Into the graveyard with you. Damn. Well, we can still Lightning Bolt and try and find a land. Would like this to stop changing. I just stop it. Stop changing. All the pillage. Alright, untap land on top. Let's go. Close. But no cigar. So we miss out on using 2 of these pillage, but we'll be able to potentially play one next turn if we like. There's the mine they searched up, so that's the one we're going to want to destroy. Imagine they get tower. It's the only thing that makes sense. No, they get blast zone. Maybe they already have tower in hand. Oh. Well, let's play that instead of this. Yep, decent draw. I'd say one of the best. Land would have been really nice there too, so I could have went Ragavan Pillage. But yeah, definitely take that Blood Moon, thank you. Oh, there's Karn. Karn ticks down, we can kill it. Let's see what they're getting with this. Trinosphere, Tormod's Crypt. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Tormod's Crypt seems good, actually. It minimizes Darcy. Oh, come on now. So I guess we just dash Ragavan, kill Karn? Do we need to kill the Karn? Can't really have them continuing to get stuff, right? Because like next turn they can get Walking Ballista. So they get to play Blast Zone here, which puts them up to 5 lands. They're going to be... Oh, wow, they just play Tower instead, so they're going to be able to potentially play Wormcoil next turn. Finally find a land, so I can pillage one of theirs. Because, yeah, I don't want them casting Wormcoil, so let's take out a land here. Top that. I'm definitely interested in killing a bunch of their lands. Even though we have the Blood Moon in play, being able to keep them off of a Wormcoil seems important to me. Into the graveyard with you. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, Chandra dash. Into the graveyard. Karn liberated. Yep, okay. Cannot cast that. Pass back. Think we're doing pretty good here. They can't cast Wormcoil. Or, sorry, no, they can now. They have 6 mana. Jeez. And is that what's coming down? Jeez. Okay, we're still in a lot of trouble then. Well, let's see what we can do. Instant. I mean, that does get rid of this. No, we would need another card type. But putting Chandra down means that we'll have that extra card type, and then Darcy can fly over the Wormcoil. Cool. One land hand. We get to play Ragavan. I'm going to try it. We're going to risk it. Hope that Ragavan connects. But it never does. So this has just been no companions from the opponents so far. Oh, Bird of Paradise. Young Wolf, it is not. So I'm thinking we probably go Darcy, Heat the Bird, attack. Do I want land number 3? We already have a land in the graveyard. Another Misty. So I'm assuming that this is Yawgmoth, because that's usually the only deck that plays Bird of Paradise that I recognize, but who knows what it could be. Yeah, that's true too, Donut. Could have just attacked with Ragavan, check if they're going to block with the Bird of Paradise, and then we can keep the Unholy Heat. Another Misty. And while I don't run Misty Rainforest in my Yawgmoth list, apparently that is the way now. Wall of Roots. Two card types. So we could Spellbomb. This is the way. Demonic Tutors. What's good? Speaking of Yawgmoth, Demonic Tutors is one of the premier Yawgmoth players. If you enjoy a creature combo deck, definitely check out his channel. Hey, we all have bad streaks of luck sometimes. I'm sure that if we compared trophy counts with Yawgmoth, you'd probably have me by a mile. Alright, so what are we going to do here? I'm going to want to kill the Wall of Roots. They're probably going to block it with a Ragavan. Yeah, I'm thinking about killing the wall. I'm just wondering how I want to do it. So I think I'll play out the Pyrite Spellbomb first. Probably should have fetched first. Spent so much time thinking here. Opponent's like, yeah, we can just wait. Another removal spell could be decent. Would like a way to kill Yawgmoth if it comes down. Not a huge fan of how I navigated that one. Alright, screw it. No, young wolf! Arch nemesis of Ragavan! I already have sorcery. This seems like a good one to draw. So if I put enchantment into the yard, this flies. And I'm fine with attacking with a Ragavan as well. We can replace it with this treasure token. Or we can kill the young wolf with a Pyrite Spellbomb. We're going to go with that. Kill the young wolf. Their combo is having 2 Undying Creatures on the board, so if they don't have 2 Undying Creatures on the board with their Yawgmoth, they're not comboing. Alright, there's Ignoble. They're going to 7. And they're going to evolve the Geist. Or they're going to attack first. Okay, they're trying to get that extra damage, but now that they've shown me they have evolution, I'm interested in blocking it. So now if you want to evolve that into a Yawgmoth, you're going to lose it. Of course, this could have just been a Jedi mind trick. They might have fooled me into thinking they had an evolution. But generally, when I tap my mana like that on Moto, like, I'm making a play error. So I'm just going to assume that the opponent was showing me what's in their hand by mistake. Cool. So they could easily have Court of Calling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that doesn't get Yawgmoth. Just goes and gets another Geist. Maybe a Scavenging Ooze if they have it. That would be pretty terrifying, actually. Alright, I think I'm just going to attack and then play light up the stage. Into the graveyard with you. Direct damage spells, how about it? Alright, let's take another land out of the deck. Light up the stage again. Direct damage, how about it? Unholy Heat, I mean, that is pretty good. Be able to get rid of one of their creatures with that. Oh, a Chandra? I like that a lot. Chandra, dress to kill. Lightning bolt on top? Yeah, we'll keep that there. Keep that on top. Put them to 3. Only I got rid of that Unholy Heat, huh? And we'll use the Heat to kill probably the Geist. Although killing the Hierarch takes away a little bit of their mana. I don't think it matters too much. Let's get rid of the Geist. On top. Okay, yeah, we are still going to draw it. Okay. Court of Calling for 2. Alright, so do they have Scavenging Ooze in the main? Okay, it's another Strangleroot Geist. Still pretty good, but it's not gaining them life. And I don't think they can combo me here. Now then again, like, what if they get, like, Young Wolf into Yawgmoth? 1, 2, 3. But they won't be able to Court of Calling into anything very impressive that way. Oh, right, Eldritch Evolution, which they had already shown us. Gets the Yawgmoth. Then they can play Young Wolf. Oh, they're going for Endurance. On the bottom of their library in a random order. Okay, it doesn't shuffle my library. And this should be probably killing Chandra? No, it looks like it's attacking me. No, it is Chandra. Okay. Bolt you? Put that in the graveyard. Sweet. All right. So let's see here. I definitely want to bring in Pithing Needle. Blood Moon is actually surprisingly good against Yawgmoth combo. You wouldn't think it is, but it is. Soul Guide Lantern is pretty good too. So this is actually kind of tricky. A lot of good cards here. And, you know, Blast Zone being able to get rid of a lot of their stuff, too. So, it's all good options, which makes it difficult. Hey there, Flower. What's going on? Yeah, Ragavan should come out. I mean, like, even on the play, Ragavan is just not very good in this matchup. We don't really have a lot to bring in for it, though. Like, we can bring in the Blood Moons, but then we lose the Urza Sagas. This is going to be a tricky one. Turn one bird. Let's kill it with fire! I was really hoping that was a one land hand they kept. They just got all the dorks. Well, let's kill all the dorks. Want to keep Unholy Heat, because it's one of the few cards that I have that can kill Yawgmoth 1-for-1. Oh, that's a nice one. Name the Thran Physician. And we'll pass back. Ooh, okay, yep. There's Endurance. So they can just start clocking us with that. Adstrabin, thanks for the follow, friend. There's the wolf. Kind of expecting no attacks here. Let's play Darcy, then light up the stage. We have a pair of instants. Oh, I want to keep that one on top. If we can get that to resolve, I think we win. Just gotta wait till next turn. They have no mana of any colors if we resolve Blood Moon. Red mana doesn't do much for them. I guess like they would have 2 green sources here and the third. Okay, so they're going to have access to Collected Company. Damn it! Or sorry, Court of Calling. Almost had them. Hey, into the graveyard. Oh, it's only 3 types. I was hoping that would get me to, get me there. I guess we could attack and light up the stage. Pretty pricey attack. I guess I don't have to lose the Darcy. Could attack with everything else. Alright, can't play these, but good cards. Pass back, I guess. There's a Scoos. Yeah, that's true. Their endurance is a bit of a pain. Alright, let's tick up Chandra, then we can light up the stage again. We get a Lightning Bolt. And another Soul Guide Lantern. So we could... I guess we bolt the Scoos. Don't want to let that get out of hand. And that's all of our resources. So I guess Darcy dies. Now the endurance is a pain, but we've still got play. Let's keep this Chandra around. Seal of Fire. That kills the young wolf, so I'm interested in that. I'll play the Seasoned Pyro, draw some cards. Lightning Bolt. Okay, so we can Lightning Bolt. The Seal of Fire wants to get rid of this. Let's exile the top card. Den of the Bugbear. Unfortunate. Alright, play that. And that's everything. I want to kill this young wolf. Actually, cancel that. I'm going to kill the endurance. And then we can block the young wolf and trade. Think I've taken control of this game thanks to Blood Moon. Absolutely going to block. I want that young wolf in the graveyard so you have one fewer green source for Cord. Alright, let's check the top card. Pyrite Spellbomb, unfortunate. So we have enough mana to cast Seal of Fire and activate a Seasoned Pyromancer, so let's do that. Misty Rainforest, sure. And they choose not to attack. I think that's the right choice. Take a look at the top card. Hey, it's a card we can cast. I don't even want to. I don't even want to cast that. I'd rather keep the mana for the other Seasoned Pyro in my graveyard. I should have attacked with both. I still have the Seasoned Pyro here. I just mentioned it. Like, yeah, we can just cast the Pyromancer, use the tokens, block the wolf, use the Soul Guide Lantern, get rid of the wolf forever. Opponent pausing on attacks again. Oh, we got another Pyromancer still. Pyromancers for days, chat. Get another Blast Zone out of there, and opponent concedes. We just got, like, so much resources. Chandra's going to ultimate in a couple turns. So Mr. Moody has left the building. Another one-land hand. This time we don't have Ragavan. I'm inclined to mulligan this one. Oh, this one's terrible. Alright, here we go. We can keep this. Keep the Den. Keep these things. We got 2 cards to get rid of. Thinking get rid of the Saga and the Unholy Heat. Turn 1 Ragavan reminds you of turn 1 Goblin Lackey. Yeah! Yeah, it's incredibly similar. Not that too many people would be able to sympathize with that. Empathize? Anyway, I don't think too many people have played the old turn 1 Lackey. It's pretty good, chat, by the way. Got Creature Land. This is instant and then enchantment, so we're there. Into the graveyard with you. You know, when you say that kind of thing, someone comes into chat and be like, oh yeah? I've been playing Goblin Lackey since it was printed. Kill your Darcy. And lose my Pyro. I'm out of resources! Thoughtseize a player after they've mulliganed? You monster. Well, I guess we're getting Obosh. There's a Saga, giving us things to do. No dash. Huh. They must have something else pretty important to do here if they're deciding not to dash the Ragavan when I have no blocks. Probably removal spell for Darcy. Maybe a Terminate. Drown in the Lock. Yep. Well, I guess we'll just slam the Mountain Pass. And if they try to attack, we'll try to block with a Construct. Gammy Gamer, hello, hello. From the GGs, am I to assume that you are a previous opponent? Alright, so they could have another Drown for our Construct. Fatal Push, Unholy Heat. Countless answers. But let's put up the roadblock. Oh! No attack! Color me surprised. Let's see what we draw here. Ragavan. Let's make another Construct. And go get Spellbomb. So we can kill the Ragavan. Watery Grave. Oh, Dress Down. So that just kills my Constructs, both of them straight out. Seems good. We should wait on the Spellbomb. So they can't dash another Ragavan. We just have a guaranteed answer to it here. Although they're at 7 life, I'd love to just Spellbomb them, you know? Here's where they start slamming shadows. Guess Blood Moon looks pretty good. Yeah, thought they might be slamming shadows. Unfortunate. Well, I guess we'll die. Yeah, because that's going to let them recast the Dress Down. Luris plus Dress Down. What a combo. Alright, they're going to bring in Darcy instead. They don't need the Dress Down. I mean, it's one of the best decks in the format. If you can get your head around how to play the deck, really, really solid option. Gammy Gamer with the GG again. Were you a previous opponent? What's going on? Or is this like a accept your fate kind of GG thing? GG life. Life is quite the game, and let me tell you, they're playing for keeps. Soul Guide Lantern, I mean, gets rid of this problem and this problem, but we still got this problem and this problem. Seems like all problems all the time. I don't see how Soul Guide Lantern is going to be getting us out of this. Bot-like, hello? Alright, what are we going to get? Let's see it. No turn 1 Ragavan, no Darcy. I mean, the lands, the removal, suite are pretty good. Not a super fan of the hand, though. But I guess it's better than mulliganing against a Thoughtseize deck. Alright, so they targeted me with the first bauble, then themselves. So they've got some pretty good information. They know what they're potentially going to draw from their first bauble trigger. They know what's on top of my library. And Polluted Delta and another Mishra's Bauble. All baubles all the time. So they're going to use the fork technique at some point here. Alright, so first they draw the card they knew about. Are they going to draw the unknown, or do they crack the bauble here? So they're cracking the bauble, targeting themselves to find out if this is a card they want to draw. And they fetch. That was not a card they wanted to draw. So they're drawing an unknown now, and then two unknowns during their turn. Holding up mana here, of course, to kill my dashed Ragavan. Because, of course, why would I keep this hand if I don't have a Ragavan? Pass. Yeah, exactly. Haha. Got him. Aww, now they're going to take my Chandra. Or maybe my Pyro. Either way, bad for me. It's been GG since you selected your deck. You just didn't know it yet. Oh, well, that's gotta die. Yeah, it is a Modern League. Chandra, Dress to Kill. This card has actually impressed me quite a bit. I've spent a few leagues now playing with Chandra, Dress to Kill, and it's been a very nice option at 3 mana. Being able to both ramp you with mana, which has been quite good, but also like the guaranteed damage every turn, quite good. Being able to almost draw a card every turn, quite good. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the Chandra. Getting after it? Oh, I get it. Nice name, very clever. Oh, there's the Ragavan. And they're ready with Drown in the Lock. Ready to drown my Ragavan. Maybe I just like put Obosh to hand instead. They just have any number of answers there for my poor creature. So they put down Dress down here. Oh no, are they playing Kroxa? Watery Grave tapped. And pass. Okay, so the Dress down was just for a cantrip. Another Ragavan. Alright, well, guess we're dashing. And with all these snow-covered lands, we might be dashing through the snow. Pum. Ooh, Colligan's Command returning Darcy. Seems pretty good, opponent. Seems pretty good. I'm wondering if I want to play this Ragavan. No, then we don't get access to Unholy Heat. The Unholy Heat's not going to kill their Darcy anyway, so yeah, I'm going to play the Ragavan. Yeah, that gets rid of the Unholy Heat. Darcy of our very own, huh? Alright, you had a Darcy, now we have a Darcy. Darcy's all round. Alright, they're putting Luris to hand. And it looks like a pass. But holding up 2 mana, So they could have any number of things. Ooh, if this resolves, I could gets rid of their, oh no, they could get Island with this if they have access to it. So I guess it doesn't really do too much. It just turns off our blast zones. Jerk. And this might just actively be bad for me. Blast Zone seems like a pretty decent card against them. But being able to eliminate Dress Down, Drown in the Lock, feel like there was another card as well. Luris, they can't cast Luris anymore. Oh, that's a card. Expressive Iteration, yes, that's exactly the card I was thinking of. Was the Expressive Iteration. Thank you. Check out the top card. It was land all along. Could have used that land to play Obosh. Oh well, next turn Chandra can give us a mana to play the Obosh if Chandra sticks around. There's Croxa into the graveyard with you, but I also lose my Obosh. They can't diminish their life total for Shadow. True. They're going to need me to do that for them, and I will have to oblige. Let's see the top card. Oh, that's a good one. Damn. And they concede to the value of Chandra and Pyro together with Blood Moon, Revenge of the 3-drops. Let's bring in these Soul Guide Lanterns. After having a little bit of a better idea of what they're playing, Soul Guide Lantern looks pretty good. Love these Blood Moons, too. It's one good-looking enchantment. Sure, I'm glad they don't play Basic Island. Easy mulligan. Alright, yep, keep this. Alright, so we're keeping Den, we're keeping Darcy, we're keeping Moon. It's one of these 4 cards we're getting rid of. Kind of think we get rid of one of the lands. Oh, hold on, cancel that. I want to get rid of the other land. Get rid of this one. So we can put fetch land into the graveyard for Darcy. And it's gonna be Thoughtseize. No, it's Ragavan. Alright, let's kill it. And this way I get to kill the Ragavan at the combat step, which means they cannot dash another one. Okay. Interesting. Well, Soul Guide Lantern is not bad. I think I probably play the Darcy, heat one of these things, pass the turn. Because I don't want to let them have, like, double Surveil. That's an instant. We already have an instant in the yard. This is a pretty good removal spell, but it's not land. Into the graveyard, I think. Ah, it's so tough. Being able to kill this other Darcy is really important, top. Alright, so they're definitely moving towards Shadow here. I would have loved to get this Blood Moon to resolve this turn. That would have been really good. Alright, let's Soul Guide the Kroxa. Oh man, that's another kill spell. Just want to kill their Darcys forever. But that might screw me if they just, like, slam down a pair of Shadows here. Alright, now they get to take the Pyrite Spellbomb, which I kept on top. Doesn't do them too much good, though. And now we get to slam Blood Moon. Neat. Quick clock. Tick tock. They gotta hope that their Ragavan pays dividends here. I mean, even just the treasures are pretty important. Being able to give them the colored mana that the Blood Moon is taken away from them, that's really good for them. Another Ragavan? I would have liked to have that. You know? That would have been nice to have. Okay, yep. Pretty good use of my Spellbomb. Another Mountain, and Expressive Iteration. No interest in using the Soul Guide Lantern yet. We're going to want to see some premium targets down there before we use this thing. Something like Kroxa. Fatal Push, enter the Exile Zone. Oh no! They have Fatal Push! What a jerk! And now they have the clock. I'm probably going to have to activate the Soul Guide Lantern to keep them from 3-ing me every turn. We just get a land. Oh man. Alright, I'm going to keep my options open on the Soul Guide Lantern for now. Played a land for turn. This is going to hit me. I think we just have to get rid of the graveyard so we don't get hit for 5. But I could be wrong. Maybe we're supposed to draw a card there, look for something, anything. Oh no! Giving them another Darcy. They're getting some pretty good cards off the top of our deck. I mean, it definitely helps that everything we have they can play. And now they play Shadow. Ah, damn. Hoisted by my own petard. If we had the Blast Zone, we could just wipe the board, but we played the Blood Moon, and the Blast Zone's not doing anything. G to the G. This hand looks great. Keep it. Turn 1 Ragavan. Hopefully turn 2 Chandra. Opponent mulligans to 6, at least. Okay, just 6. Yeah, let's go Ragavan. Just wondering if I want to take a land out of my deck. Probably, right? seems like it'd be better off just to do that. Watch, we're playing against Mill. Alright, not trapped. Oh, we're playing against Murktide control. Or tempo, or whatever. Targeting themselves with the bauble there, and then playing a Ragavan of their own. Okay. We get a Darcy, so it looks like the play is Mountain, Darcy, Heat, or Seal. Probably Seal. We only tap 1 mana, then we still only have 2 left over. I really wanted to play this Chandra. It's just not going to work out. Seasoned Pyro. It's a pretty good 3 mana card. We don't have any creatures in the graveyard yet, though. So that would be enchantment, creature, land. We'd pretty much be there. Let's put that in the graveyard, then. And with instant, we can be there as soon as they present the target. Hey! Lightning Bolt. Don't mind if I do. Bolt you. On top. Ah, hey there, the McSlash. What's good? Oh. Blue mana? What do you have, Spellpierce? Consider, okay. Phew. I was scared for a second there. Still in danger. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I really like these red decks. Ever since Dress to Kill came out, definitely been way more interested. Alright, let's play the opponent's Darcy. It was pretty good for the Shadow player when they did it. And yeah, opponent concedes to me getting that extra Darcy. Sweet. Blasty13, thanks for the follow, friend. Ooh, so I'm not too sure what we're gonna do in this matchup. Like, the Soul Guide Lanterns are fine. Don't exactly have really good answers to Murktide. I don't think we want a Blood Moon. I guess we could bring in Blast Zone on 1, but then, like, are we going to really realistically have room for Blast Zone and Saga? Take a minute here to take a look at the last Is It deck I played. Oh, Snapcaster Mage. Spicy. Threads of Disloyalty. Terrifying. They have the Alpine Moon and Blood Moon themselves. They've seen Urza Saga, so we should take it out. It's going to be a liability here. And then the question is, do we play Blood Moon? What would we take out? Yeah, Spellbomb is so-so. Like, it kills their Ragavans. But we just have, like, infinite things that do the exact same. It also draws cards, which is pretty good. Alright, so we are going to bring in the moons so we can try and cut down on their blue mana. What time is it at your place when you start streaming? 7 a.m. This is fine. And by that time, I've already finished a full day's work. Okay, so they did target themselves and found a card they wanted to draw. Yeah, it's not great, but we might be able to cut them off of a little bit of blue mana, which can be decent. Oh, spell we can play. Just gonna pass back here. So we have the seal to intercept a Ragavan. We could potentially Chandra into light up the stage next turn. Yeah, Mixed Lash, Graveyard Shift, exactly. The mail is moving pretty much 24/7, you know? Like, we're not on the street 24/7, but the mail is moving. Oh, the Blood Moon! Do we slam it? I think we do. Take away their blue mana before they can put out a Murktide. No Spell Pierce, no Spell Pierce, no Spell Pierce. I want to hear keyboard keys rattling as my opponent smashes the keyboard. Blood Moon? Why would you bring in Blood Moon? It's not good. Blood Moon's always good. And it always has been. I should not have played the land there. We might light up into lands. Okay. No harm, no foul. Why would they bring in Relic? I mean, we are playing Darcy, so they respect our Darcy enough to play Relic. But yeah, I've never really been a huge fan of Relic in a Murktide deck. Which modern deck do I prefer? Creature Combo. Creature Combo is definitely my favorite. Alright, let's just lightning bolt them end of turn. Yawgmoth combo, if we're being specific. Yeah, Parole. Like I said, I'm not a fan of Relic in a Murktide deck, but it allows you to exile one card from my graveyard every single turn, which is actually pretty good. Love to see it. All right, let's bolt them. Land. Seal of Fire. Play the Pyromancer. See what we draw. Just lands. Reveal top card. Another land. Okay, all the lands all the time. No target for Unholy Heat. I guess we just pass. Stataf, MTG, thanks for the follow, friend. Engineered Explosives. On one, gets rid of my Seal of Fire, gets rid of their Relic. So it's probably more to be used for... oh, and that gets rid of my Pyromancer. It's probably more to be used for if I resolve a creature, they can use the Engineered Explosives to get rid of my stuff. And I mean, they're digging pretty hard for that island, but they just, you know, got rid of their graveyard, so if they have Murktide, they're not going to have a huge amount of cards to throw away for it. Meanwhile, I'm basically drawing 2 cards a turn. Maybe 1.5, because Chandra doesn't always hit, you know? Let's try, though. Let's try and hit. What do we get on top? Unholy Heat, not going to work. Alright, we'll just play Den of the Bugbear and Soulgate Lantern. Yeah, that is the target. And if they try and EE, I just get to blow everything. Already used Chandra, so let's pass. Oh, shit! Why do I forget that all the friggin' time? Card Ape, you caught me. Putting up the punt in chat. That was 100% supposed to be the play. Draw a card with this. Yeah, if this isn't staring me in the face, I forget about it. Which is why I usually have it somewhere on the screen. Oh no! Ragavan! Oh no! That is so terrible! Ugh. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, you're not doing much good, are you, Ragavan? Alright, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can tick up Chandra, put Obosh in hand and play Obosh. Samir, thanks for the follow, friend. No counterspell. Crap. Now they can start attacking Chandra. Wow. Yeah, I'm just not paying attention. Four, five, six. Doesn't quite kill Chandra. Yeah, so they're making the obvious attack. Four at Chandra, Ragavan at me, and basically whatever they pull off the top with Ragavan, they can cast. That's a good one. Lets them redraw. Feel like I really let this one slip away this game. We had a really nice start with the Blood Moon, and now they're through it. Alright. It's not a total loss yet. Oh, that's painful. But we got Ragavan here to smack them. Because they're tapped out. Ooh. And draw Chandra off the top, too. Just wondering if I'm supposed to dash first or Chandra first. Ooh, nice get. Into the graveyard with that. We got 3 mana here, so let's tick down Chandra. Oh, never mind. Force of Negation. Alright, at least we have a blocker for their Darcy, although it's probably not long for this world, let's be honest. Yep, Unholy Heat. They got 4 card types. I don't have any way to interact with our graveyard. Because they have my Soul Guide Lantern. And they'll probably just leave like 1 elemental back, maybe even 2. Just 1. Oh, they get another Darcy. Yeah, let this one slip away. Well, I mean, that's pretty good. Kills their Darcy, but I'm still in a world of trouble from all this business. If we could block this with our Ragavan, then we could make the elementals. Oh, but this thing here is going to make sure that we don't kill this. Yeah, we're going to have to kill the Pyromancer to make the tokens, because Soul Guide Lantern says that we cannot kill our Darcy. I'm going to wait till combat, though. Smart. Oh, Snapcaster Mage for Counterspell. I think that cinches it. Force of Negation, even. Good game of Magic, though. Damn. Really close, too. Okay, so we kill the Pyromancer, block here and here, go to 1. Yeah, the Blood Moon, I don't know if I would go that far, but like taking them off that blue mana was actually super good. Murktide, Archmage Charm, they miss on some counter spells. They've been stumbling the entire time. But yeah, not being able to Den of the Bugbear, not being able to Blast Zone, those were pretty bad. Yeah, play first, Obosh. Not a huge fan, right? Like, I guess we have the removal for their early plays, but we're not really doing too much till turn 3. I guess it's okay. Not too sure what I'm going to do after this. I don't really have enough time to get through a league before Spike starts playing. But I do really want to try this deck with Bomat Career. Needle naming EE. That's an interesting choice. Sounds like something we could have done. No, it's not anything like that. It's just that, like, if I'm looking to keep my average viewer count high, it's just something that I have to keep in the back of my mind. When I make partner, it's something that I'll be able to forget. They could just counterspell here. Twitch uses that data to determine partner status. So because I'm looking to become a partner on Twitch, I have to consider my average viewer count. Hey, King! Thank you so much for the raid. What's good, my friend? What were you playing? Yes, King! Welcome, welcome. Playing Glimpse? Oh, I know that deck. That deck is terrifying. That's one of those decks where you really don't want to play it in paper, or at least that's how I feel about it. Scouter? Duke's Sun? Thank you very much for the follows, friends. Okay. Dress down in response to the Pyromancer, so we just get a Grey Ogre. Tie-Dyed Gamer, thanks for the follow, friend. Shouldn't play 3 mana 2/2s. Thanks for the tip, Ferret. It's just not good. You could be playing a 2 mana 2/1 with haste. The opponent can't kill at sorcery speed. What's wrong with you? Kind of feel like activating Den of the Bugbear is playing right into removal. I'm just going to go get Obosh. The original, yep. I really enjoyed the original series. The music was great. The characters were cool. Definitely one of the better animes, but yeah, it's just my opinion. I have not seen the Netflix series at all. I've seen nothing. Good Ragavan. Opponent's very patient. Has good timing. Just wait till I tap all my stuff, and then here comes Ragavan. Yes. You may cast this spell for its dash cost, period. So it doesn't care where it is. If you can cast that card, you can cast it for your dash. Speaking of which, and I'm pretty sure you can Spectacle too. Yep. And a lot of cards do say that, but Ragavan is not one of them. Okay, I mean, that would actually be the first positive review I've heard of the series. Most importantly, can dash from the graveyard with lures, correct. Hold on, let me just double check, make sure the opponent hasn't cast anything, or like fetched or whatever, in a way that was going to deal damage. Smack you, I want to cast this for my Spectacle cost. Oh, decent. Yeah, let's play Soul Guide Lantern, remove your graveyard. Doesn't matter what I select, I'm getting rid of the whole thing right now. Take that, Murktide. But can you dash Ragavan to block? No. Because you can't cast Ragavan on an opponent's turn. But if you could cast a creature at instant speed, then you would be able to do that. Alright, I guess we just passed Blast Zone. Don't even really need to cast this. I guess getting rid of one of these before they can surveil would have been good. Yeah, I should have just cast the Unholy Heat killed one of these. Alright, looks like we're going to be returning or making tokens with a Seasoned Pyromancer here. Yeah, when you take a series that people have a lot of love for, and, you know, like, people have a lot of love for Cowboy Bebop, when you take that series and you make something new out of it, people are going to be like, ew, why would you do that? It's happened over and over and over and over again, you know? Like, people have an idea of what they want it to be, and when it isn't that. For example, Preacher, if anyone has seen that show, I would say the best thing about it is that it led me to the comic books. And I just want to kill their friggin' monkey. Yeah, like the first season of Preacher really interested me, and then, you know, like, okay, this is cool, I'm gonna read the comic books, and then after that, everything changed. It's like the Fire Nation attacked. Neat. Don't want to play the Pyromancer into their counter spell and then have no removal for their Ragavan, so we're going to pass here. Man, we're playing this game so slowly. Just trading resources for resources. Once they slam a Murktide, we're going to be in trouble, though. What do they have in exile from this? I don't even know. What do they exile with the iteration? Wouldn't it normally tell me? Oh, they exiled Expressive Iteration with Expressive Iteration. Is that what happened? And they're just chaining them? So let's just cast 3 Expressive Iterations this turn? Must be nice. Yeah, that's absolutely brutal. And if they have Counterspell, I'm in a lot of trouble. They got 5 cards in hand, so... 1 Counterspell. They've only used 1 Counterspell. Damn it! Oh, killed it. Oops. I didn't actually want to cast that. That was a mistake. Now I'm going to lose my Bolt and my Obosh. Replace them with 2 lands. Fortunately, they're going to counterspell this, and it won't be all that bad. Or dress down, okay. Yeah, that's true. Could have bolted in response, so we wouldn't have lost the bolt. But we don't lose any of it. Not too interested in playing the Blood Moon. They just got 4 basic islands. So we're just going to let that go and pass back. And Ragavan's back. Jeez, they're at 4? And we're dead. This one's tough. So they have 1 blocker and 3 unknown cards in hand. They block the den, and then they take 3, and I die. We play the Obosh. They just block an elemental token. I think we have to Pyro and hope for a bolt. We don't exactly have a lot of time. We don't have any bolts left in the deck. We've already used all 4 bolts. Don't think there's any way through this anymore. Yeah, we're gonna Pyro, draw 2 cards. GG's, I guess. Oh, no way! Kozilek's return? Oh, that's so good. And watch they get Delirium too. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I think... Alright, everybody. Does this Dragon Rage Channeler survive? So, damage happens... This goes to the graveyard, and then they get Delirium, so I'm pretty sure their Darcy does survive. Kind of like when you Lightning Bolt a Tarmogoyf. So, let's check and see. It does survive. Now we know. Gonna give him the old GGWP. Oof. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed by the result there, but we did have some really exciting games of Magic. Remember, things don't die of damage, they die because of state-based actions. And the card would go to the graveyard before the state-based actions are checked. Yeah, if the opponent can cast Ragavan, they can cast everything in our deck. And we really saw that every time a Ragavan hit us, it was absolutely brutal. But definitely had a lot of fun with this deck. Happy that I played it. I mean, Chandra Dress to Kill has definitely been rising in my estimation. And it was interesting to see Urza's Saga in this deck. Now, most of the time, I was actually subbing out the Urza Saga for the Blast Zones and Blood Moons. So I might like to take some time and tweak this deck to a little bit more of the way that I would like to play. So we'd have, like Blood Moons in the main, the Blast Zones in the main, and instead of Soul Guide Lanterns, I would have, like, the Soul Guides would be in the side, and I would have Bomat Courier in that slot. And I'd love to find, room for Fury. Basically, I would just want to play, let's see if I even still have a copy of it. Yeah, something like this. I actually really enjoyed playing this list last time. Magus of the Moon plus Blood Moon, like 8 moons. It's where it's at. But yeah, I definitely think that this deck is exciting. It's got Reach, it's got Ragavan, and it's got Den of the Bugbear. So definitely a really cool list, but I think that I would need a little bit more seasoning to really start getting those W's with it. I think that I definitely made a few misplays as well. Had a few people calling me out at the end of the last game where, some of my decisions might have been a little bit suspect. So I'll be looking over that later and seeing where I went wrong. I guess I was just like playing scared around Counterspell the whole time, and then I let the opponent expressive iteration 3 times in one turn, and once we got to that point, it kind of felt like game over. But until that point, it was really exciting Magic back and forth. I didn't think we were going to be that grindy. Anyways, yeah, that was a lot of fun.